Hey, right for Canada. What is right for Canada? One thing that's right is to get rid of the left. That's an important thing, and maybe that's going to happen. Maybe there'll be an election soon. We will see. There's many things that point to that, and there's many things that point the opposite direction. One of the things is gun control, because now the lunatics in Parliament, I guess that wouldn't be them anymore. They don't sit. It doesn't seem. That would be Trudeau himself. Has announced more guns that are bad guns, and you've got to take them away from all the good people. And the lunatic voters in Toronto and the area of the GTA and Montreal and other places, that's the kind of stuff that makes them vote Liberal, and maybe that's happening. Maybe there's some preparation going on. We will see. The polls now do suggest that if there was a federal election right away, that it will be a very tight race. Well, firstly, polls are for strippers and dogs, and I don't buy into it. The government, they influence people. That's their deal. I want to influence everybody and tell them how to vote or not to vote, because it doesn't matter, because we're going to lose anyway. That's what they do, because they control the press. They control the press. There's no free press, hardly, in Canada, except the odd little guy like me, and I'm so heavily censored because I'm free. Freedom is good. And the government, they don't like freedom. They truly don't. And a lot of the voters, they just can't seem to figure it out. Carney, will he call an election? It's up to him. It's up to him. He's in charge of the country. He's now the prime minister of a country. Can you believe it? He's a citizen of 3 countries, and he's in charge of 1 country. That'd be Canada. Wow, how does this stuff even happen? He doesn't have to call Parliament. He can say, you guys, Parliament's not sitting, so I'm just going to sit down and make all kinds of new rules, and I'm going to run things like a dictator, because he can. He truly can. He can. He's not a member of Parliament, and he can still run it. He can do it for 18 months. The election is supposed to be in October 2025. He's allowed to change that. He could punch it out another year. He's got 18 months to totally change. He's phase 2. Phase 2 were crazy. Trudeau was phase 1. He didn't have the ability to take it into that last crazy place, which will destroy the country. And that's up to Carney now, and I think he's going to do that. And I want to be wrong. Have an election right away. The Liberals, before Trudeau left, he put so many new things into play, all gender related. Gender and the environment, and Carney's the same, except he's better at it. He's the same, but he's on steroids. Trudeau says give $1 million to the BC homosexual community, because you need to introduce gender indoctrination into schools, and give $41 million a year of taxpayer money to 106 pro-homosexual projects across Canada, right? And he goes on and on. Over the last 10 years, since Trudeau's been in power, it's estimated that close to $20 billion has been given away as overseas gender initiatives to other countries. You people are straight, you shouldn't be straight. How dare you be straight? You gotta be, you just, hey, here's a bunch of money. You better go out and analyze this gender stuff, because we want you to be different. What is up with that? I mean, but that's what they do. That's what they continue to do. I mean, how many gay parades, pride parades, or whatever they're called, did Trudeau go to? Hundreds. Hundreds. It's like he had nothing else to do. I mean, can you see Trump going to a pride parade? I don't think so. Now, these guys that cause us all of the pain, because they just screw things up for us all of the time. There's no freedom. There's no this. There's no that. How much do they get paid? They get raises. They've had 6 raises since COVID. 6. Wow. A backbencher who doesn't do much, an MP, he gets $211,000 a year, but some of that's tax-free. And they also have big staff and expense accounts and different things, all kinds of perks that go with that. The Prime Minister himself makes $422,000. That's kind of big, considering you spend all your time going to parades. And hopefully the new guy will only go to a few parades, right? And if you're a minister with some type of portfolio, you get in excess of $310,000 a year, 6 raises, wow. And then lastly, my little rant, because Canada, I feel for Canada. I mean, I'm looking at this new fake patriotism, and I'm thinking, what's going on? You're directing all of this anger towards Trump, and Trump has his own plan, but if you don't like it, just ignore it and go do something else with someone else, as I've said in the past. But they should look after their own country. Right now, Canadians are focusing on this new hatred for the U.S. What about your own place? I know a guy, or of a guy, that sells buffalo meat in British Columbia. He sells it there and in the U.S. He's not allowed to sell it or import it into Alberta, and there's huge demand. And see, now I got people phoning me. Oh, just a minute here. I'm going to shut that off. How did that happen? I had it on low ring, and I don't feel like doing this show again. So, hey, put up with that. We all have phones that are ringing, but when you look at it, Like BC wine can't be sold in Alberta. I mean, the pipeline, Alberta oil, can't be sold in Quebec. So I think it's time, Canadians, let's kind of worry about our own little tariff stuff and get all of our borders open so we don't have to rely on other people. Instead, the government of Canada has Canadians totally focused on anger, being anger. We need anger management. Angry at Americans, when in fact we need to kind of clean up our own house first. Hey, you get it. You all come back. See ya.